guys, today I would love to elaborate on a topic that I've been intending to elaborate on in pretty much every single Manifest a Specific Person video that I've uploaded so far, but that I, for some reason, never really ended up elaborated on as much as I wanted to. Perhaps I was scared that my videos would be too long, so today's the day. But before we get into it, check out my new Bunny Squad merch. I made some Manifestation Bunny crew necks and also some Bunny Squad hoodies. You can also come follow my new Janelle Instagram account. If you guys blow up that account to 10,000 followers, I will run a giveaway and the winner will win a free private coaching session with me on Zoom to manifest anything they want. You can also come follow my personal Instagram, Janelle Golden, of course, and obviously my TikTok account, but that's probably where you're coming from. That's probably where you found me. And if you guys would love to have some private coaching, I do coaching via emails and I do coaching via Zoom. So the packages are shown in on my little services card that I will put right here as I'm speaking. And if you want to pay for email packages, you would have to pay me through PayPal and put the subject line as the email package that you're purchasing and send me a screenshot of proof of payment. And if you want the Zoom session coaching, then you would have to pay through my website, because on my website you can schedule it, like you can literally book it and it kind of does it for you. I mean, it doesn't do it for you, but it's all done through the website, so it's actually more simple than paying through PayPal. And then if you would love to join my VIP Facebook group where I do live Q&A sessions, aka coaching for cheap, and where I also post videos to help you guys manifest things that are a little too, how could I say this, weird for YouTube. YouTube is weird with like what they allow us to post sometimes. Anyways, that VIP Facebook group of mine is currently at $15 a month. Okay, without any further ado, let's get right into it. Okay, so there could be many different reasons why you're putting someone on a pedestal, but no matter the reason, we know that that's not good, because if you've been watching YouTube videos about how to manifest a specific person for a while now, you know that one of the first things that manifestation coaches usually tell you is that when we put someone or something, a human or an object, on a pedestal above ourselves, we keep it away from us. It does everything but come to us. Now I'm going to give you guys different examples of reasons why, or ways by which you could be putting your specific person on a pedestal, so that you guys can identify the reason why you're putting your person on a pedestal, so that it will then be easier to tackle that problem and knock them off the pedestal. The first plausible like reason as to why you could be putting your specific person on a pedestal that I identified is that they are more successful at what they do in life than you are successful at what you do in life. You view them as better than you, and you think that if you only dated them, then you would automatically feel better about yourself for being below them, because you would tell yourself, well, I must be on their level if they're dating me, okay? But that's not how it works. It has to be the other way around. You have to feel good about yourself and then attract people who are on your level, okay? You don't necessarily have to do the exact same thing he's doing. Let's say that you're trying to manifest Drew Starkey from OBX. You don't have to. I've seen some TikToks of girls who said that they were going to audition for Outer Banks season 3 so that they can get like choked by Drew Starkey, aka Rafe Cameron, because it's like a whole TikTok trend right now to have a crush on Rafe Cameron and being like, I could be the girl who changes him. He's like a little psychopath, but he's hot. What I'm trying to get at is that, I mean, I know that those are jokes, but I'm still gonna use that as an example. You wouldn't have to audition for Outer Banks season 3 in order to get Drew Starkey to like you. You wouldn't even have to be an actress for Drew Starkey to like you, and you also wouldn't even have to technically be as successful as him on paper. All you would need was to believe that you were good enough for him, or even, I mean, it wouldn't hurt to believe that you were a little too good for him either. So yeah, all you really need at the end of the day is a good self-concept, a really strong self-concept. If you believe that you truly can have anyone you want, even if they're a celebrity or someone who's extremely hot or extremely popular, guess what? Your world has to reflect that back to you. Okay? It's obviously going to be easier for you to launch thoughts that say that you are worthy of anyone and that you can get anyone you want if you actually are proud of yourself and proud of where you are in life right now, and if you have goals that you're working towards, okay? And as I said, you don't even have to be as successful as your SP, as long as you know in your heart that you're going at your craft and putting in the same amount of heart and hard work into your goals as your specific person is at theirs. At the end of the day, even if on paper more people would like praise him or her or consider him or her more successful than you, at the end of the day, hard work is hard work and game recognizes game, right? Yeah, like some people can just sit on their couch and believe that they're worthy of anyone and everyone for absolutely no reason. I'm looking at you, Leos. It's easier if you have Leo placements in your birth chart, but you don't need to. We can learn how to think that way manually too. But wouldn't life be so much more interesting if you actually like did the work? Like, life is obviously way more interesting when you actually have goals in life and when you're actually an interesting person, not just someone who's sitting on a couch thinking, wow, I can get anyone I want, you know? Okay, so that was the first thing that could be the reason why you're putting someone on a pedestal. Now let's move on to the second thing that I was able to think of that could be the reason why you're putting someone on a pedestal. So as some of you may know, and maybe some of you didn't know already, but I am a psychology major. So I am interested in our shadow selves and the impact that our shadow selves has on our behavior. And basically what your shadow self is it's the part of you that you feel isn't getting like seen from the world or isn't getting the recognition it deserves. So for me, it's how smart I am. I don't know if people assume that I'm dumb because of my blonde hair and my French accent, but I'm actually quite smart. I have a really good vocabulary, and I'm really good at grammar, and I'm really good at writing. I actually get a lot of compliments on my intelligence from girls, but guys, you guys know how men are. Like, they love to like put women in like one category and one category only. So often when guys see me, maybe this is a limiting belief that I have that I should work on, but often like when guys see me, like they don't put me in the category of like, okay, this woman is smart. They put me in the category of like, that's like a blonde with like big boobs, you know. So when someone compliments me on my intelligence, I'm like, oh, like finally, and it makes me latch onto them. So maybe the reason why you're putting your specific person on a pedestal is that they're flattering your shadow self, and so you're dependent on them to feel seen, okay? So this is what I need you to do instead. In order to take them off the pedestal, you're going to give yourself the compliments that that person was giving you that like flattered your soul, okay? Now comment down below. I give myself what I need from the world. I give to myself what I need from the world. And then when you start to reaffirm that to yourself throughout the day, you're going to start manifesting feeling more fulfilled and satisfied and at peace with yourself, and you're going to start, when I start complimenting myself, when I start to write down in my scripting like very specific compliments about myself, people in my life start giving me the exact precise compliments that I was writing down doing my scripting. It's scary. It's scary. Or not even just my scripting. Sometimes I'll just be like daydreaming a compliment. Sometimes I'll just be daydreaming during the day that someone is giving me a specific compliment. I'll be like visualizing like a brief conversation that I would have with someone, and I imagine them giving me a very specific compliment, and then it manifests, you know. So give yourself what you need from the world, and the world will ironically start giving it to you more. So yeah, that should be enough for you to get your SP off of the pedestal. Soon I'm going to also post a video on how to manifest your ex back, because when we're trying to manifest an ex, sometimes we focus on what they've done to us, and that's like another thing, another variable, another barrier that stands in the way of us manifesting them. But I thought of including that in today's video, but I thought about it more and I was like, no, that's not really putting them on a pedestal. It's just like, I mean, it's a form of believing that we can't get them, but it's not necessarily a form of like thinking they're better than us. It's just a form of like using our logical minds, which we don't want to do, because there's nothing logical about manifestation. Manifestation is stronger than logic. I think that's enough for today, guys. Thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're feeling generous. Please share with as many people as possible, because everyone deserves to know this stuff and everyone deserves to join the bunny squad. Okay, peace out. I'll see you next time.